It's enough. Enough is enough. Understand? Enough is enough.
It's a house. But 4 years later, you're still here.
Still here.
A lot of our people retire. Almost like we're going to stay here forever. We're telling us now we're going to stay here. Because they promised us houses. People, since I was small, they promised houses. I'm now 26. It's been how many years now? They're still promising us.
And I think we must remember, for people who don't know, that Blikkiesdorp was created by this. And I think
I'll start at the beginning.
Yes, please.
I am a Tilde Groepe. I'm in this camp, in actual fact, on 2007. There was somebody that was our, how do you call it, our Frank Martin. He was
the councillor.
Yeah, the councillor, yes. And he persuaded us to move into the gateway houses because, to his understanding, there were children of 18 years old still going to school that already occupied houses. And he encouraged us to go stay in that houses. It was unfinished houses. And we went there. And it wasn't long, then the police came and put us out there.
so. Did you live on the street for a while?
Yes, something like that.
I remember those structures on the streets.
Yes. And we thought to ourselves, we're going nowhere. When the police came to put us out, we're going nowhere. We're going to occupy the newly built road, which is something way. We just moved opposite to the bush side. The city came and they put off all the street lights.
They made it dark.
Dark.
Why
As
did they
in
do
dark.
that? To try and scare you away?
Yes, but it didn't work for them. We stayed
Who was
on
the
the
mayor
road.
at the time? Helen.
Ellen Ziller, yes. And it didn't work for them. We stayed on that road for approximately almost 2 years. And then we used to go to court, high court and stuff. And we actually lost and won the case because we were fighting for houses. And that is the reason why we didn't care if they put off the lights, because we knew we were in the struggle. You understand? And in 2009, the court made their judgment, telling the city that they must give us proper structures to come and stay here. That's why you can see there's a difference between phase 1 from A till J block, from K down here, it's different structures, and they must see that we get electricity. And that is how we came here. And
So this place was basically set up after the court ordered it, or was it set up already?
It was the section, the first phrase was set up before the court judgment.
And then the court judgment came, and they had to set up a second phase.
Yes.
So you moved into phase 2.
Phase 2, yes.
And so that was when 2009.
9 years.
So you've been here 17 years.
Exactly.
And what has life been like here?
Amen. I won't say, I don't like that word, challenges. We're in trouble here. We're in trouble here because we've got a burning issue to get out of here into our own places, because the Constitution says we know everybody cannot have a house, especially when you already have a house. But everybody's got access to a decent, adequate house. That is what the Constitution states. And we've been fighting. That was my comrade in the struggle, in the fight. And I love this man.
We spoke earlier, yes.
Because we stood, we covered each other's backs.
So when you say the Constitution says that every South African has the right to access to a decent,
adequate house.
So the structure that you're living in now, would you describe it as a decent, adequate house?
That is my problem.
What is it?
Because at that time, Dan Plato was a mayor at that time. Yeah, and Helen Zille was the premier. Ne? When we approached him, he said, this is only temporary. As you can see, it's a TRA. Temporary relocation area. temporary to me means no to 6 months.
Not
And
17
after
years.
17 years, we are still here. We know, I know, this is a time for elections. Now everybody wants to come. And even the good party now claims the DA did nothing for us. Yeah, it's through the DA that we are dumped here.
In the 17 years that you've been here, have you ever been allocated or offered a house by the city?
No way.
So your name has
No
never
way.
come to the top of the list?
No, me
Yeah.
personally,
Yes.
yes. I've been approved in 2001.
For
To
what?
2021, I should have moved 2022. But then, unfortunately, they killed that lady, Wendy Kloppers.
Yeah.
And that is where all the plans stopped.
So you are an approved beneficiary,
Still staying here.
but the house is not built,
Not yet.
and you still.
And I don't know if it's ever going to be built.
But so you were approved in 2021, 2022.
Yes.
So you'd already been here 13, 14 years.
No. 17 years
Yeah,
in
but when you
Blikkiesdorp.
were approved for a house.
Oh, yes. Yes, that time.
So it took
Yeah.
13 years to get approved for a house, but 4 years later you're still here.
Still here.
Okay. And you've got I know you're on your way to fetch your grandchild. So you've got a grandchild growing up here.
Yeah, she was, yeah.
I mean,
She came back
she
when she was 3 months old.
3 months old, and
She
she's
came
now.
back 8 years old.
So she's her whole life she's
Yes,
been here.
yes.
And how does it make you feel to have a grandchild growing up here?
It's frustrating. But what can you do? You especially, you know, what hurts me the most is that everybody says they're gonna help. They're gonna help. Before the elections, they're gonna help. You vote. After the vote, there's nothing going on. And to me, I told them this morning, it makes you very skeptical. Because now you think you are just voting for another thief, a bigger thief, a better thief. Because after the vote, we are left in our dilemma again.
Yeah.
And nobody cares. Have you seen what's going on here at the back? That is what they think about us.
So what is your hope or
Sorry.
vision for what should happen?
You know, let me tell you, must I be frank
Yes,
with you?
please.
Seriously honest. I don't care. You see, next month, God's willing, I'll be 72. I don't care anymore. Whether I get out, whether I don't get out. If I do get out, thank you, God. My vision is to strive for my house up yonder.
And what about for your grandchild?
As you know, I must pass on. Then the grandchild is left behind with the mother. Or maybe the mother goes before me, I don't know. But that is life.
But what is your hope for your grandchild?
My hope is
Surely
that
not to live here for the rest of her life.
No, I think a mother made provision for them.
Oh.
It's just, I think it will take 4 years still. Then she will have enough money to buy her own house.
Oh. So it's
She
they
made
have a plan.
provision. She had a plan.
Okay, Ashraf, tell me your story. I mean, how long have you lived here? How did you end up here?
I moved here since 2007.
So it's now 2026, so that's 19 years.
19 years I'm living
How old
here.
were you when you moved here?
Here,
I'm
now,
asking your age now.
I'm now 49.
So you were
19 years back is what?
30 years old.
30 years
a
old.
young 30-year-old.
A young 30-year-old with two children that time. At the moment now I have 6.
6 children.
6 children. It's my second wife now, and I'm still here. We were promised only 6 months from Den Plateau, Helenzelle, and things is just going down since then. I don't see where we fit in by that houses.
And when you moved here, did you think that you would still be here at age 49?
No, I didn't think I will still be here. I thought many times I wanted just to give up and said, take my family and just go back to my mother's house or something. But how can I invade in my mother if I have my own family. See, I'm my own big man now, like they say, I must take responsibility. But this place.
So just tell me about your children. So you've got 6 children.
I've got 6 children now.
And so how you moved here with
two.
And so they are adults now.
They are adults. One is living here. All of them are actually married.
Yeah.
And I only got 2 small ones still left. That's still going school. They are still living here, but they don't even have their own place.
So how old were they when you moved here with your young 2 children?
My young 2 children the one is 26 years old now.
So he was 7.
He was about 7 years old, and the other one was 4 or 5 years old.
So almost the entire childhood was here.
The whole entire childhood is
And
here.
then the other children, how old are they?
They are now, it's 23, and then there's one from 25, and there's one from 19, and the youngest is now 14 and 13.
So what is it like being a father to children, growing up, seeing them grow up here, and what worries you about that?
What worries me here in this place is that anytime you can walk here, now it's safe. That time that other people came in and just do what they want to, you have to panic. Where's my children? That's why I made my children big in the house. You understand? I didn't give them the freedom that I wanted to give them because of this place, because of the people that was living in this place previously. But now it's safe. You understand? Now they're their own big people. They have children of their own. So they're implementing what I implement into them, to their children now.
And are some of your children living here still?
Yes, they are all still living
in
here.
their own homes and all.
Yeah, it's just one that moves out there. She's living with her husband.
And I mean, you're 49 years old. What are you hoping for?
I just hope that the city would see our struggle, really see our struggle, and just make up their mind and just build our houses and let us move, because this is not the place to live in. This sex is rotten to the core. It's rotten to the core. 19 years, you can expect what structure is going to last that long. Yeah, this...
Are you still in the structure that you moved into 19 years ago?
No, I'm in a different structure now.
Did you move?
Yes, I married a second wife.
And she had a structure, or did you?
She had a structure, so I moved in with her, but also rotten. Rotten to the core, because there's holes in the roof. I had to do some magic, you understand?
So just describe, maybe for someone who sees this that doesn't know anything about Blikkiesdorp, what is a structure? What is it made of? What is it?
It's a metal structure. It's just roof sheets and rotten bulk. You understand? Rotten planks. And
do you have a bathroom in your structure?
No. Bathroom is outside. You have to go outside at night if you have a pee or whatever. And sometimes there is people that cleans the toilets now, but they're not here right during the night. You must go out to the toilet, so ladies can get infections, men can get infections. You understand? So it's not also...
It's shared.
It's shared between 4 sects. One toilet is shared. You understand? And one tap is shared between that 4 sects.
As the tap is also outside.
The tap is also outside.
It's basically a shack of corrugated iron.
Yes.
With the sides and the roof.
And the roof, and then outside is your tap against it.
And electricity, have you got a connection?
Yeah, we got electricity. They put in electricity.
Yeah.
But the electricity is also failing us. You understand? Because now you have to buy power. You're not working. Most of the people is not working. Our elderly people, I feel for our elderly people, because they can't walk to be allowed to go and buy electricity. So what we do is we just, when one goes, we ask, okay, here's a 10 rand extra for you, just buy for us electricity net. You understand? But the electricity is also failing us. Eskom is also failing us.
And do you work?
At the moment, I'm doing business at home. I'm running a takeaways. But I had to, because I wasn't working.
And who are your customers?
Blikkiesdorp people is my customers.
Really?
And they support me very well.
Yeah.
But I mean, I want to go out, man. I want to go bigger. You understand? I need a house. Because there's no houses. They promised us.
You've been 19 years.
19.
Have you never come to the top of the so-called waiting list?
No. I didn't, because every time when we go to the meetings and all of that, it's just empty promises. From all the parties, empty promises. So my hope just fell to the ground. You understand it? But for my children's sake and for my wife, that I can't just lay still. I joined up again with the committee. I'm one of the committee leaders, so we are fighting them now. You understand? Because I mean,
It's enough
for
now.
6 months, it's enough. Enough is enough.
No.
Understand? Enough is enough. 6 months to 19 years.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you think that any politician would actually want their own family to live in such a place?
I would dare them to put their families here. Put them here only for 1 month. Then we see.
The current mayor, has it been here?
No, Karl Popper.
No, the mayor.
The mayor,
Gordon.
no, Gordon, never. Never been here. I would offer my house to him so that he can stay here just for a month and I will go live in his house. I will enjoy me. Warm water and everything.
That's as well.
Yes,
So you've been here.
since, can say 26 years, since 2010. I've been here.
So you were, what, 10 years old when you
10.
moved here?
Yes, I was small that time. Now I have a baby, now I'm 26.
So you basically grew up here.
Yeah, you can
With,
say
you
that.
moved here with your parents.
Parents, after that, my father passed away. First my mother, almost 2 years after that, my mother passed away. My father passed away. How can I say, 2010 we moved in, 2014 my mother passed away. When I was 16, my father. And now it's like I said, all these years I'm still living here.
Are you still in the same shack,
And I
structure?
have a baby now. I removed because the rain and the stuff, the structure, you don't know what's going to happen when the rain is coming and all that stuff. That's why we're moving sometimes.
So you moved here when you were 10. Your mother passed away when you were 14. And your father passed away when you were 16.
Yes.
And so who looked after you? And did you have brothers and sisters? And
I have family, but it's tough and almost if you grow up, you must stand on your own feet and all that stuff.
so you had to just grow up on your own after that.
I look at my auntie there now and then, but the way I grew up is not like how you feel to grow up and all that stuff.
And did you grow up? So you grew up here basically from 10
Yeah.
years old, and you're 26 now.
26 now.
And so what was it like growing up? I mean, what is life like here for a young person?
It's not nice because there's no opportunities in life. That's why they say we are gangsters before the time. It's just the way you grow up, you see how they shooting gun and all that stuff. You seeing that stuff. It's almost like you might also do that stuff. It's like you're small, man. You can see this stuff happen every day in your face.
Right here.
Right there, and just everywhere you go, almost like in Western Cape. So there's no opportunities for people, for small children. That is the problem. Why, almost like me, I don't have a mother. That's why I joined the life, like I have to look something because there's no work and stuff and all that stuff.
And now you have a child of your own, you say?
Yes,
How
4 years
old?
old. 4 years old.
4 years
now.
old. And so your is it a boy or girl?
4 years.
It says you've got a 4-year-old son who's now growing up here too.
Yeah, he's growing up in this place.
And what is how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I don't even know how to explain it really, because there's a lot of stuff in my brain. Really,
Do you feel hopeful? Or
really hopeful, I feel.
what are you hoping for?
I have a better life maybe for my kids, that you can see, you mustn't grow up like the way me I grow up in life, because in this place, lot of our people they die, almost like we're gonna stay here forever. We don't even know we're gonna stay here, because they promised us houses, people, since I was small, they promised houses. I'm now 26, it's been how many years now, they're still promising us.
So as a father, you obviously don't want your son to grow up here.
So you can't go, because at the end of the day, it's gonna end up the same like me, how I end up. I can see it before the time, because that's the thing, you don't know if life's gonna change or what. Everything stays the same, and nobody will worry about nobody.
And what's wrong with the way you are now that you say you don't want your son to be like that?
Because in this environment, it's different environment, and how can I say, there's no opportunities here in this environment. You can see every day the people that rob each other. It's almost like you grow up and see this stuff, how to make living for yourself outside the people. That's the
How
thing.
do you survive?
Yeah, sometimes I get jobs like we put Wi-Fi in. I look for jobs. Sometimes I work for my kids because that's the only thing that's gonna put food on the table.
And you have a partner, the
Yeah,
mother. of the
Yeah,
child. Are
mother
you
was,
together?
Yeah, together. I live alone with the baby.
And the baby.
I try to make my own life. We must try in life to go.
And does your partner work?
Now and then she also works there and she have someone to get work, but now and then she work maybe 4 times a week, 3 times. But we try to look, but no, like now I don't have job now. I'm looking for a job.
And where's your son now?
But that's not there, but it's playing.
Playing.
Yeah, that one was there now.
Oh.
That's my son.
I hope that things work out. Thank you for talking to me. So we haven't seen each other in 9 years, maybe.
Yes, quite a while.
When we met at the meeting to discuss the AXA housing project.
Yes.
So maybe just for the people who are going to be watching this, just tell us how long you've lived here, how you got here, and then we can get into some of the details.
Okay, I came from Cape Town. I was a homeless person on Green Market Square. Then the city with the World Cup 2010, forcefully removal, they need to clean the streets. So I was one of those homeless people.
And how did you get here? How did they bring you here?
It was so brutally eviction because if you didn't want to go, they just put your stuff on the truck and there they go. You need to come and find yourself here.
So you got here and then?
And then there was not even a structure for me, empty. So I have to stay in another person's shack. And the next morning I went to Greg Exford, give him all my details and stuff. And he looked on the system, he see that there was a person, that person is deceased. And so he said, okay, you have no home there now, so this is your structure. So from that structure, we started, Andrew Baden started a committee calling us together. We need to start a committee, we need to build this community. We can't stay here forever. And as we did, and we meet with you guys, sitting around table with Patricia the Law and Lita.
We'll come to that in a moment. Yes. But let's just talk, so you got here in 2010.
10 years.
So you've been here 16 years.
Yes.
Now, Blikkiesdorp, as it's called, I mean, officially it's called the Symphony Way Temporary Residential Area.
Yes.
But it's really Blikkiesdorp.
Blikkiesdorp.
And it's been here since 2008.
2008.
You got here 2010.
10 years.
So you've been here 16 years in a temporary relocation area. Now, when I say we met about 9 years ago.
9 years ago.
Because that was 2017.
10 years.
When we were talking about closing down Blikkiesdorp, Malawi Camp and Freedom Farm, and doing a housing project in partnership with AXA.
Yes.
Is that, and we had that meeting.
Yes.
So what was your expectation from that?
From that, my expectation was everybody's going to get into their houses. Blikkiesdorp going to be shut down. No more TRA, and the AXA will continue with his program. His program that they decide for another runaway. But as far as I can see from here, it's worse. We can't, years ago we can call this Blikkies called home, but you can't. People die here, people get sick, and the more beneficiaries died, the more people come in, and there is no cure for that because we were homeless. We won't see another family on street. So the city have actually nothing to do. They don't come, they don't evict, they say.
And what has it been like for 16 years? What is life like?
You don't see where you get because damages of the structures that the city put you in. And imagine it's almost 20 years now. And say for me, it's 18 years, I can say. Because the roof is leaking, it's getting rust. Our children get sick. That for me, I don't want to live here. TB, killing your children, killing people here. And even our young people is dying because the pollution is not healthy here.
Tell me about the structure. What is it? Why is it called Blikkiesdorp?
Because it's a tent. Blikkiesdorp is where the bush of evil was. People dump bodies, dead skeletons were here.
But what is your house? What is your home?
My home, I can't call this my home. I won't never call
What
this
do you
my
call
home.
it?
I'll call this a structure. 6 square tent structure.
Is it one room?
It is one room where you need to divide. And if you overcrowd it with your whole family, there's no space to breathe. Where you call the health structure, that is not even healthy.
And how many live in your structure?
I've got now 3 children. It's 5 in the one room. In my room, we are 6.
So you've divided this 6 square meter structure into 2 rooms,
Yes.
and you've got,
And I extend the
extended.
room.
okay,
Yes.
so you made this
I
structure
make the
bigger.
structure bigger.
And does the city interfere with that?
You
Or they just
also
get-
need to apply for that.
Oh, you
You
apply.
also need to apply for that.
So you applied for that,
Yes.
and you got permission,
Yes.
and then
I start
and
building.
you've got 2 rooms,
Now, yes.
and you've got how many now? You've got 5 children in the one room.
One room, 5, and we are. They have 5? Yes. No, they 6.
6.
It's a mother, it's a father, it's a 3 toddlers, and then it's a 1 of 17.
And then in the other room,
In my room, it is me and my cousin, and my daughter, and her son, and then I have a homeless child.
so there's 11 of you living in the structure.
Exactly.
11 of you. You know, that must be quite hard.
It is hard, and we're only 2 people that works in the house.
Sure. And what do the rest do all day?
The children go to school. The one is going to creche, and the other one is at home.
And when the children are not at school and they're at home in your structure, what is life like here for them?
You have to keep your kids in the house. Somebody is at home. Need to stay with them every day. Maybe if the sun shines, you can go a little bit outside. But basically for the children's health, rather keep them inside. Because outside is also dangerous. Cars driving like this is a highway.
And these children, how long have they been here?
Okay. From the couple in the one room, they are beneficiaries' children. And because they are overcrowded and was looking for a place. So one night, on a rainy night, they knocked at my door. I wasn't at home. One of my colleagues was by my place, and they called me, and I came and rushed home. And when I see, and I think to myself, no, man, there's nobody to contact at the moment because everybody's at home. That is office hours. So I had to keep them there until today. I was speaking to one of the officials about the situation, and they just said, teacher, we can't have people anymore in Blikkiesdorp. I said, but this is beneficiary children. We have a verbal agreement as the executive and the city that beneficiary children is growing. They're getting married, they're having children. There's open spaces. They can build for them.
So beneficiaries have children who've grown up their whole life here,
Yes.
and then they get married,
Yes.
and then they stay here,
Yes.
and they have their own children.
Own children. And their children have their own children.
So for some people who live here, this is their whole life.
Exactly.
And what do you think? I mean, what is like the hope for the future? What do you hope to see?
I hope to see that every structure is down.
And then
Everybody is moved to their locations at home, or their homes, their brick homes, or maybe informal settlement, those who have houses. They must move out here. They need to go to another informal settlement, but not Blikkiesdorp. I need to see Blikkiesdorp totally shut down.
And what is your hope for the children that grow up, are born, raised here?
You know,
What
my heart goes out for them because a lot of them are unemployed. Is dropped school because of circumstances at home. And Yes, our employment rate is very high, and the job that the city provides is EPW. As you can see, I am EPW. We have a contract. I had a contract for a year and 6 months. June month, the 20th, it gets finished. Now you tell me where I'm going to struggle again. It took me already 17 years to get on the EPW system. Never worked my first contract for all these years. I'm grateful, but I mean, this is something that need to be upgraded. Get permanent people in permanent positions, because this 3 months, 6 months, year, 6 months is not going to last long.
Sure. Okay. Water services and what?
Okay, I think it is March month that our councillor said ESCOM is coming in, they're going to fix your electricity and that. And we suggested to our councillor, we first want a meeting with him. We want to have a meaningful engagement. We need to know what is their plans for Blikkiesdorp. We had that meeting, and they said they're going to come and put new boxes in, electric boxes for the people and so on. But they didn't even fix the whole Blikkiesdorp. There's some people who don't have power. There's some people who got the box in, but it's problematic. Then we ask people, ESCOM to come in, we send them emails, we have somebody in the community who is in connection with them, have a communication on email and telephonic and stuff like that. And then it came out like we have fire burns. There were structures, 7 structures or 8 structures burning in Cable. They never come out, and that was last year, December month, that the structures burned. A Christmas day it was burning. They never come out. They were here now a month ago. I took them to the site. I said, these people need electricity. Here's babies, here's children, they go to school, here's disabilities. These are all things that I show them. And they said they're coming back. Up until today, they said they're going to come the 4th of May.
Okay.
They never come.
Yeah.
So people use the alternative to create their own electricity. Illegal connections, we don't have a say about that. People need to live. People need to see to their families. And we told them, if that occurred, don't come to us. Because you stay away for 10 years, 8 years, and then when you have change of plans in your policies, then you want to come back to Blikkiesdorp. If you don't do a replacement consistently, we're not going to tolerate you coming in here again. And even with the water, we don't get even notifications the water going to be cut down.
Why is it cut down?
They say there's a water pipe burst and there, but for how many hours? It gets out, it gets cut off at 10 in the morning, and then after say 6 o'clock, 4 o'clock, it gets on. Without notification. It shows us that the city thinks nothing about us. Because in urban areas, all around the Western Cape, people been sorted out. It's only the informal settlements, especially Blikkiesdorp. Look at the other informal settlements. They've been upgraded. We don't want upgrading. We want to move out here.
But I think we must remember, for people who don't know, that Blikkiesdorp was created by the city.
Exactly.
You're referring to it as an informal settlement, and it looks like any other informal settlement.
Exactly.
But they built it as a temporary relocation area.
Exactly.
So this is not supposed to be an informal settlement. It's supposed to be a facility that's managed.
Managed,
where
yes.
people are coming in
and go out.
Spend maybe a year or so, and then they go
into their homes.
They transition out. So this is not. I don't think we should be comparing this to an informal settlement, because we should have a higher expectation, in my view, that the city will manage this facility on a day-to-day basis.
Yes.
Yeah.
But they're now creating a backlog of housing more worse than ever.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because you know what, I ask them every time to come and clean here, but the thing that they don't care about it. They come and take photos and everything, but they don't do nothing. And I now are diagnosed with TB, and I'm infected with all this dirt. So I like you to people just come and help us, please, man, to clean up this dirt.
But this is right outside your house or your home, your structure.
Yeah, the structure, yes.
And I mean, why is this happening?
I really don't know why this is happening, because the people is coming, they don't have drums.
Oh, they don't
all
have
of the
drums.
people don't have drums. Now when they come, then they just throw it out here.
Okay.
So now I am diagnosed with TB, and
This is
it's a
disgusting.
deadly virus, and I'm broken. Really.
Yeah. Okay, Rustia, we're going to see what we can do.
Please, man.
Okay, thank you for talking to us.
So
Laat ons teruggaan na die begin. Hoe lank is jy hier?
Ik is omtrent zo te zeggen 16 jaar.
16 jaar.
16 jaar, ja. En ik heb hier gekomen en toen was ik maar bij je stil geweest. En voor mij heb ik zelf gezegd, het gaat voor mij een passie wees om die mensen te helpen, om uit te komen uit Blikkiesdorp. En zo ik het begin staat om een organisatie op been te brengen en zo aan. Maar voordat het ons eerst samen met de city, my co-member, wat is haar naam nou weer? Van de Minne.
Van Minne?
Ja, zoiets van die aard. En zij heeft gezegd, nee, ons wil niet samen jullie praten, jullie moeten eerst aan voor jullie gaan registreren als een organisatie en dan kan jullie samen praten. En zo heeft ons voor ons geregistreerd als een organisatie. En toen airport uitkomt met zijn eerste verschijnsel om te zeggen waarmee jullie bezig is en hulle gaan Freedom Farm in Malawi kam. Hy sê toe sê maar wat van ons? Ons is ook hier so op die airport. Deel van nou bly op die pad van airport grond en ons wil ook, hy sê en wanneer het die airport al ooit by die arm gemeenskap in Blikkiesdorp of in Delft gehelp om mense te gee. En toe
so ek dink ons net verduidelik vir die mense wat nie kennis dra nie van die van hoekom die airport involved is. En die as ons teruggaan, die airport wou die runway verander.
Dis korrek, ja.
En 'n nuwe runway bou.
Ja, hulle wil 2 bou.
Ja. En deel van die probleem was daar was mense wat op daardie grond lê.
Yes.
En so hulle moet die mense voorsien vir daardie mense om te skuif om die runway te bou.
Dis korrek.
Dis die geskiedenis.
Dis die geskiedenis, ja.
En toe ons het daardie vergadering in 2017 gehad met Malawi Camp, Freedom Farm en BJC. En daar is waar jy praat oor Patricia de Lille was daar.
Yes.
En sy het die negotiations gedoen soos ek onthou.
Ja, sy het regtig vir ons gehelp en sy het regtig gevoel, want sy is 'n mens en sy het gevoel dis 'n arm gemeenskap. En nadat daar al gepromis vir ons gewees het, ons mense gaan 3 maande, 6 maande, 'n jaar bly net hier, dan gaan ons geremove word. En dit is wat den Plato inkom en ons klomp mense die dinge gewilloos dat ons mense gaan huise kry. En dit het nog nooit gebeur het. So, dis waar dit kom by ons as leiers opgestaan het en die organisasie gevorm het en dan begin te negotiate met die airport, because there was opportunity vir almal gewees in Delft om aanspraak te maak op behuising. Maar niemand het op aanspraak gedoen, maar Blikkiesdorp het aanspraak gemaakt, alhoewel dit nog altijd per dag gesê word in ons gesigte, ons behoort eintlik in die project te wees. Dat sê die city sê dit potent in ons gesig dat ons is supposed to be om haar te wees.
Maar daar was 'n ooreenkoms wat ons geteken het, MOU.
Yes. En ons het gevra die MOU en hulle sê as hulle dit wil gee nie en as die airport dit wil gee nie, dan sal iemand toe sê ek vir hulle dat want dit gaan oor die 3 kampe sodat ons kan weet wat is. Ons het die reg om te vra vir die MOU dat ons kan weet waar ons staan.
Maar daardie behuisingsprojek was 'n partnership tussen die city en AXA. So die city moes die projek bedryf en die beneficiaries hanteer. Dus dit was die city se verantwoordelikheid.
Ja. En wat gebeur toe die mense op boord gekom met die airport? They are not even beneficiaries. And they started with that non-beneficiaries was sitting on the steering committee. And that is why things happen on that project. They kill a city woman there.
Yes.
And they sitting with non-beneficiaries on the steering committee. And the city wil erken dat hulle verkeerd die projek afgeskop het. Verstaan? Met die organisasie wat gebaklei het. So ons was toe uitgestoot as die organisation, tot nou nog toe is ons uitgestoot as die organisation en die goed wat beloof vir ons is tussen die airport en tussen BGC as die organisation is different. Nou kom die nuwe kalant, meneer Karl Popeye, en hy verander vir al die jare wat ons gaan negotiate elke maand oor die projek is weggehaal.
So Karl Popeye is die MACO member wat
Yes.
verantwoordelik is vir behuising.
Dis korrek, ja.
En hy het die ooreenkoms tussen die 3 gemeenskappe, Malawi Camp, Freedom Farm en Blikkiesdorp verander.
Dis korrek, ja. Hy het dit verander, maar nou toe sê ek vir hom en ek sê die airport dat hulle moet hy previous ministry laat ons kan oopmaak, laat ons kan wys wat het die airport vir ons beloof.
Ja.
Hy het beloof vir elke een wat hier in die kamp bly wat 'n city straks is wat beneficiaries is, dat hulle gaan huise kry.
So,
You see the open spaces here, we as leaders keep it open, not the city. We don't get paid. We don't
How
get
many structures are there here?
is 1,174.